Hey, Conor here in IESE in Barcelona. It's graduation day today for the Executive MBA, so congratulations to all those graduating today. Reflection for you this week. I've been on a bit of a YouTube binge over the last few weeks, watching a bunch of old lectures I discovered from Y Combinator. And Y Combinator is a startup incubator that's been going for about 20 years in California, and it's a very successful incubator. An incubator is an organization that helps teams go from an idea to building a valuable business, a startup business. And Y Combinator have accompanied hundreds of entrepreneurs in the journey from idea to product to scalable business over this last 20 years. I think Airbnb is one of the businesses that went through their incubation process, and the founders of Airbnb would reflect that a lot of the things that make Airbnb successful and valuable today came from the mentors and the processes that they received at Y Combinator. So I'll link to the videos up here. Paul Graham is the founder of Y Combinator. And in his video, he talked about a couple of things, but one thing really stuck with me. And he said, there's lots of ski instructors, but there's not lots of running instructors. Why is that? If you go to a ski resort, if you go up to a mountain where there's snow, where there's people skiing, you'll see there's a lot of ski instructors. But if you're in a park and people are running, there's not a lot of running instructors. And he says, why is that? And his answer, running is intuitive. The way you naturally run, the way your body naturally wants to run, is actually a pretty good way of running. So there's no need for running instructors. Your body's pretty well designed to do it. Skiing is counterintuitive. To ski well, it goes against what our body naturally would want to do on a steep, snowy, slippery mountain. So the reason there's lots of ski instructors is because skiing well is counterintuitive. It's not natural. And in our lives, there's a set of activities, set of objectives that you might want to do that are intuitive. The natural way your body, your mind, a novice would go about it is pretty good in terms of achieving the result. But there's a set of things that are counterintuitive. Skiing is one. Another is building a valuable business. Building a valuable business is not intuitive. It is counterintuitive. And what I see very often is novice, inexperienced young leaders, entrepreneurs, business builders. The way they go about building a business is actually the opposite of what you need to do to actually build something that has value to the world. Building good relationships. I think building deep, lasting, positive relationships is counterintuitive. Our natural intuitive reaction when someone attacks us or says something that annoys us is to be triggered and to overreact. I think there's an idea that human beings are like hedgehogs in the cold. And hedgehogs in the cold, they move close to try and get the warmth of each other, but then the closer they get to each other, the more their spikes hurt each other. And this is what human beings are like in a relationship. We get close enough that our spikes start to hurt each other, our words start to hurt each other, and you've got to be counterintuitive to really get a close, long-lasting relationship. So this reflection is, what are the things that you're trying to achieve in your life that actually are not intuitive? And I guess one way of seeing what activities that are valuable are counterintuitive is, where are there lots of instructors or coaches? And clearly there are relationship coaches. There are therapists to help you get to know yourself, to help you handle life. And perhaps living a happy life is the most counterintuitive activity of them all. My friend Florian Mueck recently said, happiness is the most individual of pursuits. And maybe it is individual, but I think it's not intuitive. Living a full, rich, fulfilling life is not intuitive. If you just naturally let your body and your mind do and go with what feels right, we have a lot of evidence that that's not a great strategy. There are people who can help you live a better life. There are people that can help you have a better mindset and overcome obstacles. There are people that can help you clarify what it is that you want to achieve and how to make a real plan that you really can take action to step by step move towards that plan. So sometimes in life, intuition, what naturally feels right, is a great thing. But very often the important things in life, they're not intuitive. They are counterintuitive, and you need help. And to need and let that help come into your life is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. Teaching here at IESE is not intuitive. What makes a great teacher is not the same as what makes you a great friend, is not what makes you an expert in a material. Learning to teach is counterintuitive. Become a great teacher, you have to go against what you naturally want to do at times. So if there's something important for you, maybe intuition is the right path to go, but very often for the important things in our life, they are counterintuitive, and you need a ski instructor. So on that, have a great one. I hope you like this video. I hope you will keep sharing, commenting, asking your questions. It encourages me to keep pulling out the camera and making these videos. Have a good one.